Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are tackling a question that pops up a lot. Can you glue wallpaper on walls with oil-based paint? Let's dive into the specifics of oil paint first. It's known for its durability and long-lasting finish, but it also has a unique characteristic that can pose a challenge for wallpapering. Oil paint forms a very smooth, non-porous surface, which makes it difficult for wallpaper adhesive to bond properly. Now, the first thing you need to do is determine the type of coating you're dealing with. If you're unsure, a simple test can help. Take a cotton swab and rub it against the painted surface. If the swab comes away clean, you're likely dealing with oil-based paint. If you're working with an old coating, it's crucial to assess its condition. If the paint is flaking or peeling, you'll need to address those issues before attempting to wallpaper. Now, let's talk about preparing the walls. This is where the real magic happens. You need to create a surface that will allow the wallpaper adhesive to grip properly. The most effective way to do this is by sanding the walls. Start by using a medium grit sandpaper to roughen up the surface. This will create tiny imperfections that the adhesive can cling to. Once you've sanded the walls, it's essential to clean them thoroughly. Use a damp cloth to remove any dust or debris. After the walls are clean and dry, you can apply a primer specifically designed for oil-based paint. This primer will create a more porous surface, allowing the wallpaper adhesive to bond effectively. Remember, patience is key when working with oil-based paint. Allow the primer to dry completely before moving on to the next step. Once the primer is dry, you can finally apply the wallpaper. Now, you'll want to choose a wallpaper adhesive that's specifically formulated for oil-based paint. Follow the instructions on the adhesive carefully, and apply it to the back of the wallpaper. When hanging the wallpaper, be sure to smooth it out carefully to avoid air bubbles. And there you have it. With proper preparation and the right adhesive, you can successfully wallpaper over oil-based paint. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling a question I get asked a lot. Can you glue wallpaper on walls with oil-based paint? The answer is yes, but it's not as simple as just slapping some wallpaper up there. You need to do some prep work to ensure a smooth and long-lasting finish. First things first, you need to sand down the walls. This will help to create a rough surface for the adhesive to grip onto. Use a fine grit sandpaper and go over the entire wall, making sure to get into all the nooks and crannies. Next, you need to choose the right adhesive. Not all adhesives are created equal, and some are specifically designed for use on oil-based paint. Look for an adhesive that is labeled as being suitable for this type of surface. Once you've got your adhesive, it's time to prime the surface. This will help to create a barrier between the oil-based paint and the wallpaper, preventing the wallpaper from peeling off. Use a primer that is specifically designed for use on oil-based paint. Now, you're ready to start wallpapering. Apply the adhesive to the back of the wallpaper, following the manufacturer's instructions. Then, carefully position the wallpaper on the wall and smooth it out with a wallpaper smoother. Here are a few tips for wallpapering. Start in the corner of the room and work your way out. Use a level to make sure the wallpaper is straight. Overlap the edges of the wallpaper by about 1/2 inch. Use a utility knife to trim any excess wallpaper. And that's it. With a little bit of prep work, you can successfully wallpaper over oil-based paint. Just remember to choose the right adhesive and primer, and follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully.